I have this one going back here, going to fuel pressure regulator. I have seen people run them here to here, and I do have like a nice little hose from my LS that goes there, but I really don't know what to do because there's two of them, and then I've seen right here for what is this, the evap or something, or yeah, I'm not really sure what goes back here, where there's two ports and I only have one purpose. I could be totally wrong about this. I should have like taken notes or something, but I've looked at diagrams and diagrams seem wrong too, of like people's builds. They're just like throwing stuff around, so I'm really not sure. PCV, I'm most likely not gonna hook up the PCV because I don't want all that junk inside the engine. So I'm probably just gonna have like a little ghetto catch can on the side for now until I get like a good catch can. I have okay, now this is for the part that I wasn't really expecting. I didn't read anything about this, and it doesn't say this in the instructions, you know, to put this manifold on. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Take the old one off, put the new one on, and everything from the old one mounts on, and it should be pretty good to go, right? Well, no. You see this harness? That is in reach. You see the idle air control valve down there? It's connected, but it doesn't reach because my manifold used to be so low. It doesn't reach. So I'm actually looking at cutting the harness and extending just to install this damn thing, because there's no really going back at this point, considering all the time and money I put into this thing already, which wasn't a lot, but I don't want to waste, you know, but it's got to go on. I had this connected for the night, but yeah, so I don't really know what to do about this because this stuff doesn't reach. So no one ever told me about this when I was reading, and the instructions just says, oh well, you need the bracket and you need the Type R throttle cable and you're good to go. And they didn't even mention this, which I already knew this, but it wasn't in the instructions. And cutting and splicing the harness is not in the instructions. So I guess that's just one price you got to pay when you go aftermarket. But besides that, it's coming together. I'm gonna change the plug wires real quick and do as much as I can right now and get this thing up and going. I have the AEM intake that's gonna go in. Got that from the junkyard. You guys seen that already? But yeah, so let's get onto it. 3 different sizes and lengths and yeah, diameters. And I'm gonna put these on the catch can because, as you can see, the catch can is literally loose, and that thing got the bolt backed out, and so I must put that back because I'm just gonna end up leaking oil all the way down, and underneath the car is a bunch of oil, so I'm leaking oil out of that. So I don't have the O-ring, but I'm gonna do that for some other time. But for now, I gotta put one of these bolts, whichever will fit. These are just like BS bolts that I just found for the time being, and just gonna put it on, just make it work. Alright guys, so another little problem that I'm having, I have the throttle position sensor plugged in. I had to take the harness off. I had to kind of stretch this over to fit this one right here, the map sensor. Next one is gonna be charcoal canister. Got this hose running here, there, and then now there's nowhere to mount it because this is not a GSR manifold where it was originally, and this went into the manifold right there. But now this is where I'm kind of having problems. The GSR manifold air temperature sensor, it's in the back. I have these right here, that's air temperature, and this one went right above, my bad, this is air temperature, this went right above to that sensor, this one right here, the evap purge valve. So I gotta somehow get this connector all the way over there, and it's not gonna magically do that. So there's definitely a lot more things to think about when you do something like this, that this is not a 100% bolt on, and you're gonna have to do stuff that's irreversible if you want to keep your original setup and do this temporarily. So that kind of sucks. So now I gotta figure out there to there and where to mount this, and I have to run this inside of this port, and they say have a T fitting for your evap and your PCV. So that's kind of crazy. Never thought this would be like this, but gonna keep pushing. Alright guys, so I got this from my closet basically, and it's just some old wires right there, and I'm gonna be using this to try and extend this connector right here, and that's gonna be a pain because look how short it is, and this sucks totally. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut a little bit out of here, take it out, and then I'm gonna chop it. No choice to do this. It's crazy. I didn't really know anything about this, but gotta do it. Alright guys, so I finally made it longer. There it is, probably a little bit longer than it should be, but that's good enough. I kind of just twisted it around, and I gotta get proper what is that, crimp connectors, crimps, and then I'm going to electrical tape it. But this is just a temporary solution just to see it until I get to AutoZone and buy supplies. But man, that's good to go. That's gonna plug right back here, and should be pretty good. Alright guys, so still struggling at this. I mounted this here. This looks pretty bad. That's a solenoid purge valve for the evap, and so now this harness right here, this looks pretty crazy because the manifold usually all the way down there, and then now that I go to put this, the fuel line is directly in the way. See that? Yeah, is directly in the way of where the intake should go. This right here is not stretched, but it's too far up and being a little bit pulled. Not like holy crap, but yeah. And this harness is right in the way also of the throttle body. So yeah. Alright guys, so such a pain. I basically have all the sensors, everything put back. I used a little block off right here. I'm gonna get the proper one. I just have a little screw in there, and basically, and this is where the purge valve is at, because you'll get a check engine light for the purge valve, but you won't get a check engine light for the PCV because it's not an actual like electronic module that's hooked up to the ECU or like a sensor. So for now, the PCVs is going to be going right into the environment, but that's going to be all sorted out and everything. I have this one right here going straight to there. I don't like the way that looks, but yeah, map sensor hooked up, TPS hooked up, idle control valve. I have the air intake temperature, whatever, all of the injectors hooked up, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mounted the solenoid right there, and it's going straight to there, so I'm gonna definitely get a longer hose and make all that look better. And yeah, this intake, when I bought it, it had some like white overspray. I'm gonna clean it up real nice, restore it, and put it back. So for now, I'm just going to top it off, the coolant, and start her up. Let's see how it sounds. Alright guys, so for a start, let's see how it goes. If I have any type of vacuum leak, I'm just going to cut it off, but it should be good. And battery plugged in, and let's see how it goes. Alright guys, so really cold start right there. Everything sounds good. I gotta do a valve lash adjustment, but besides that, no codes, nothing. Everything seems pretty good. I just don't like how everything's just so tight. But yeah, I put water in there, gonna top it off with coolant. I'm gonna do the water pump and timing belt, so I'm not even gonna bother putting coolant. It's too cold too, so coolant isn't really necessary right now. So this hose is kind of long. I don't like this hose. I don't like this hose. So there's just some stuff that I'm gonna fix up. Alright guys, so if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to see more further updates performance wise or maintenance or little DIY projects, smash the like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll probably do another update of tidying up every little thing that I don't like. And yeah, alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention, I'm also going to do like a little review, a driving review of how it feels and the difference between this one, acceleration, mid-range, and top end, versus the stock P72 intake manifold of the DC2 GSR. So stay tuned for that. If you like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys.